Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ocean City for another year of the Battle at the Beach. Ocean City getting set to take on OAKCREST in Game 2 of Day 1 this afternoon. Mike Franco alongside Bud Rink with you on the call as you get a look there at the captains at midfield. Always a fun event, Bud. Opening weekend, obviously, for both of these teams. Couple of playoff teams. The big storyline coming in, especially for Ocean City, though, a coaching change as the Sean Matthews era begins. Longtime assistant coach and now elevated to the head coaching position as he replaces Kevin Smith, who, by the way, is still on staff here. But different look for Ocean City coming into this season.
Yeah, and this particular game is the one game here at the Battle of the Beach where the two teams are, teams we're familiar with from this area, South Jersey. Both teams had pretty successful years last year. I believe both won the first game of their playoff series. It's just a beautiful day here in Ocean City. It's one of the reasons I know they like to bring the Battle of the Beach here and bring all the fans, and then they can enjoy the boardwalk and the beach or whatever. But it's always great. First game of the season. School hasn't even started yet. And we'll get to the coaching change after the national anthem here.
Yeah, we'll pause for the national anthem. We will mention ahead of that Mike Forrest of OAKCREST entering his 5th season as head coach of the Falcons. Again, we'll pause for the national anthem. Holy Spirit taking care of Northern Highlands to begin the day here in Ocean City, and this is game number 2 as the Ocean City Red Raiders get set to take on OAKCREST. A couple of players to keep an eye on for both teams. For the Falcons, Donovan Linthicum, now a senior running back and linebacker, a bruiser on both sides of the football. He figures to play a big factor on both sides today. And for Ocean City, sophomore quarterback Jackson Becker. He saw a significant amount of time last year as a freshman, Bud, and he steps into the spotlight in earnest this season. Tristan Schmidt, senior running back behind him, but plenty of returning skill position players for Ocean City. Yeah,
you're right, Mike. And Becker has really, he's a sophomore, but he's not a sophomore experience-wise. He got a lot of experience last year as a freshman. Handles the position very, very well. I think they're real excited here for a big year from him. Tristan Schmidt's going to carry the load in the backfield, and I think they look to be a diversified offense and hope things go well.
Just about set for kickoff here, of course, Ocean City and their home Reds with the gray pants. OAKCREST in the white jerseys, white pants, black helmets with the blue trim, and we are underway here in Ocean City as Schmidt picks it up off the turf inside the 5, and he's tripped up before he can really get going. So this Ocean City drive will begin at the 14-yard line. Ocean City 3-1 at the Battle at the Beach. OAKCREST is 1-0. We mentioned Sean Matthews entering his first season as head coach, but he did spend 8 years on the sidelines here as a defensive coordinator. Ocean City did win a playoff game last year, and OAKCREST did fall in the opening round, but both playoff teams coming back, and again, an exciting matchup as we get our first look at the Ocean City offense this season. And sophomore quarterback Jackson Becker. He split time with a senior a year ago, but again, head coach at the time, Kevin Smith, did lean on him during crucial times. He'll begin today as he walks to the line of scrimmage. Schmidt behind him. He'll step back into the shotgun here. Schmidt in motion, left to right. Becker on the keeper. And he muscles forward for a gain of about 3, and we're underway here in Ocean City.
He will run the ball quite a bit. Very talented runner. We'll go back to the head coaching change. I mean, Kevin Smith, who retired as a teacher but his job allows him to come back and coach assistant-wise. Sean was on the staff last year, and as you said, been promoted. And everybody's looking forward to his career getting started at head coach.
Second down here and long. The fake the handoff, and that pass is knocked down in the backfield as OAKCREST was all over that. Jaleel Williams wreaking some havoc in the backfield, and also another key player to keep an eye on for the Falcons. We'll take another look at it here. Becker looking for some play action here as they fake the handoff, but you see big number 0 gets that left hand up and kills that play before it starts.
Yeah, wanted to go to TJ Santarpio, just unable to get it there past the defender.
So third and long here, key early play for the Red Raiders. Going up top, looking down the field here, and that ball is overthrown. Looking for Michael Ragazzi. Good coverage on the play from number 3 for OAKCREST, Jaden Rice, and it'll force an early punt here for Ocean City.
Aired it out pretty well, but as you said, good coverage on the play. The ball a little bit overthrown, but OAKCREST should get good field position here.
So a big early stop for the Falcons. Again, OAKCREST making its second appearance. Ryan Hendricks is the punter here, as that senior will wear a few hats for Ocean City this season.
As will others.
So Hendricks in punt formation. He'll be punting from right on his own goal line. He has to work hard to even catch that one. Gets off a decent punt, though. Takes an Ocean City bounce at the 30. Still bouncing out toward midfield. The Red Raiders will let it trickle all the way to midfield. So about as much as you can hope for there for Ocean City, given that tough punting position. But the Falcons will begin their first drive of the season from right at midfield.
Not only that, but he had to handle a snap that was just a little bit high. And like you said, probably the best they could hope for.
At Boulevard Super Liquors on Roosevelt Boulevard in Marmora, the Bile family has served the area residents for 4 generations. Boulevard is just 676 steps from Ocean City, right off exit 25 of the Garden State Parkway. Through the years, they have employed hundreds of former Ocean City High School athletes. They form a courteous staff that's ready to help you find what you need quickly and get you on your way. Boulevard is open every day up until 10 p.m. Whatever you need, the staff at Boulevard Super Liquors can make it happen. Call them at 609-390-1300 or check out their new website, superliquorsnj.com. Boulevard Super Liquors in Marmora, family owned since 1938. So here we go with the Falcons on offense for the first time, and they'll keep it on the ground to begin the ball game. Ocean City all over that one. We should mention quarterback for OAKCREST this season, a freshman wearing number 2. That's Zane Forrest. So obviously a big spot there for a young player, but they keep it on the ground to begin the game. But Ocean City was ready to go the other way. So a big stop there for the Red Raiders after OAKCREST had been driving from the 50, and the Red Raiders make their stand.
I tell you, a lot of guys are going to play both ways, especially along that line, and they just got to be in shape and do what they do.
Big time stop there. Chance to remind you the RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. At RJH, they are committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569, or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com, the RJH Insurance Group. Second drive of the game here for Ocean City. Becker in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Schmidt this time. Schmidt with a burst through the line, picked up a key block around the left side, and gain of about 6 on the play. And the first big burst there from the senior Tristan Schmidt.
And he will be the workhorse, no question about it. Mike, he's a returner, and he had a great year last year, and they're expecting big things from him again today. And that's the kind of run, you're going to see from him.
Clay Compton also getting a number of carries last season. He's going to be featured a little bit of as a wide receiver, especially today, as you see him out wide, actually just off camera there, but he's wearing number 5. He's out wide to the right. Second down and 4. A couple men in motion, and now we have our first whistle of the game here.
Yeah, I think that motion drew a defender on the line off sides.
So that should be enough for a first down for Ocean City, and it will be.
Their first of the game.
Red Raiders will take it, thanks to the Falcons, as they'll move those sticks on the far side of the field for the first time. So fresh set of downs here for the Red Raiders. Becker stays in the shotgun at Schmidt to his right. Fake the handoff. Becker on the keeper. He's got some space out here. Cuts it back up. Big hit on the inside that time as Jaleel Williams lowered the boom, but not before a nice gain. And that time Becker picked up about 6 or 7 on the play.
Yeah, he's just going to read and make that decision whether to hand the ball off or run there. And obviously a good decision there. Picks up 8 yards. You mentioned right. Compton split out wide right. He's almost on the sideline. He's coming over to get a play maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
To the other side.
They do give him 8 as they mark that ball between the 42 and 43. So a nice first down run there from Jackson Becker. And now the sophomore QB ready for the next snap. This time they go to Schmidt. Schmidt has a first down and more. Schmidt falling forward inside the O with the OC at midfield. And that means he's across the 45, first down Ocean City.
Boy, a really nice block there by TJ Santarpio. From that wingback position, he came across the other side, really helped spring that run. Really nice block.
So another first down for the Red Raiders as they are on the move for the first time in this ball game. 3 and out on their first possession as we tick under 4 minutes to go here in the first. Becker back to Schmidt. Schmidt stays on his feet. He's got a first down and more around the left side. Schmidt finally wrangled out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Another chunk play for Ocean City, courtesy of the senior Tristan Schmidt.
Boy, what a great run there. You know, following the left side of that line. And that's where the Raiders do have a guard and tackle who played together on that side of the line last year. Both seniors, Eric Reef and Ricky Kane. They're gonna run to the left behind those guys, I think, quite a bit. And Schmidt's going to be the beneficiary of that.
Schmidt lost his helmet on the play, so he's got to come out. Number 20, Anthony DiLorenzo, the junior, will spell him, at least for this play. DiLorenzo moves to the right of Becker. Becker will keep it, though. Jackson Becker, again, that big O-line in front of him, and another positive run here. Another 8-yard run, maybe closer to 9 that time, as the ground game working on the second series of the game here for OC.
Yeah, they're getting everybody out front, and OAKCREST is going to take a timeout here and try to figure out how to stop that run.
So we'll take a break with them. Still no score here, but Ocean City on the move here in the first.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940.
Back here in Ocean City, Mike Frankel alongside Bud Rink at the Battle at the Beach. Ocean City versus OAKCREST here. 3:27 to go in the first. Ocean City with the football. Big first down run from the sophomore QB, Jackson Becker, prompting an OAKCREST timeout. So second and short here for the Red Raiders. Becker looking up top this time. Nearly brought down from behind, and that definitely affected the throw as Jaleel Williams tripped him up as he was looking downfield, and ultimately that ball was off the mark.
Yeah, he came off that defensive back position on the blind side. Becker did a good job to get the ball away, and actually wasn't far off from being completed down there in the corner. Good play, though, by Jameel Williams.
Schmidt back into the ball game. He had missed 2 plays after losing that helmet. But he's back in and possibly getting a touch here on third and short. We'll see.
Bet on it.
You'd figure Ocean City has 2 plays to work with here, definitely in go-for-it territory. He will get the carry, and he will get the first down. He's still on his feet. Bouncing to the outside, Schmidt. And again, another big-time run close to the 10-yard line. They've needed 1, 2, maybe 3 yards from him sometimes. He's rattled off 15 or 16 now, at least 3 times in this game.
Wait do you see how he bounces left twice. Once right there, And he bounces once again. That was the second time. He bounced right at the line of scrimmage, bounced left really, really well, and then bounced left a second time to pick up even more yardage. Really great run.
Schmidt, a guy with a ton of varsity experience. He had a handful of snaps as a freshman, featured more as a sophomore, and certainly last year as a junior. This time it's Becker, though, and it's to the right. He's got some open room to run. Becker to the end zone. Touchdown, Ocean City. And the sophomore, Jackson Becker, punches it in for the Red Raiders' first score of the 2025 season.
Well, that's the one thing the other thing that Tristan Schmidt brings you is the defense is going to key on him. So when they fake that handoff to him and the defense is all sucked in, then that leaves Becker to run around the outside, and that's exactly the way the play is designed, and that's exactly the way it worked out.
So tough for the defense to really read that, right? Because Becker is so capable of running for gains like that, and then you have Schmidt. So if you guess wrong or read it wrong, you could be in trouble. The Falcons were there. So Jackson Becker, the first touchdown of the season with the extra point to come here. It'll be Hendricks on the hold. And the kick is actually blocked. Procedure just didn't look really good. Schmidt on the attempt there, but I'm not sure the snap really got down. So it stays 6-0, and Ocean City has the early lead.
There you see it. The touchdown run there, and how well the line blocked well, play worked well, defense was fooled, and Becker scores.
Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. You can improve your cooking, baking, chess, and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson. Visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. More than 400 crafters, food vendors, and entertainers will line a mile of downtown Asbury Avenue between 5th Street and 14th Street on October 11th. The Ocean City Fall Block Party will feature entertainers and bands at various spots along the avenue between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. The Ocean City Fall Block Party, October 11th, starting at 9 a.m. Remember, Ocean City is twice as nice in the fall. So 6-0 our score. Touchdown comes with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first. And now OAKCREST will look to answer here following the kickoff from Schmidt. Certainly been years, Bud, where Ocean City has a dedicated kicker. Some pretty good ones, too, but a couple of the skill guys handling the punting and kicking this year. This kick fielded at the 15-yard line by Gonzalez. Check that, Rodriguez, excuse me. And nice little pickup there for the second drive of the game for the Falcons.
Yeah, I actually think that the plan was for someone else to do the kicking this year, but an injury has put that on hold for now. That's my understanding. So they're still probably getting used to that. But you're right. That now that the next time you'd expect them to go for two, and they may be a team that early on does that quite a bit, especially with the option of giving the ball to Schmidt or.
First drive, ultimately Ocean City made a stand, though, right around the 20-yard line. And so this will be our second look at the Falcons offense. Little confusion here as a player runs in late, and the Falcons will be forced to take a timeout. So certainly not one that head coach Mike Forrest wanted to use there. It's their second of the half, but following the kickoff, we'll have a timeout, so we'll step aside. We're back after this. Ocean City up 6-0.
Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone. in America's greatest family resort.
All right, so out of the timeout, Oakcrest now has things organized. 1st and 10, Forrest going over the middle, and he's got a man this time. First down catch made by Jaden Harvey, and he's out across the 40, actually closer to the 45, maybe even the 46. He'll spot at the 45. So a big first down catch from Harvey, and a fresh set of downs here early for the Falcons.
I guess take back what I said about the freshman throwing the football. That was a well-thrown ball into some traffic, right on target.
Yeah, we've seen that crossing pattern a couple times, and the Falcons have hit it a couple times so far. Now it's Linthicum in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Linthicum runs over a man at midfield, tumbles close to the marker. They'll rule him down a yard short, but just a snapshot there, but of how difficult it is one-on-one to bring down Diamond Linthicum. Usually you need more than one body to do so.
Boy, he took the words right out of my mouth. They're not going to tackle him with one guy. You know, if it's one guy, it's grab and hold on until the cavalry arrives. Big, strong linebacker, running back. They didn't use him at all in the backfield in that first series.
Yeah, we saw him mixed in a little bit, but certainly didn't open up in the backfield. And it might just be a situation where, look, he's going to anchor the defense too. You're going to kind of pick your spots to give him a breather. But play action here. And floated out to the near side. That's Jaleel Williams on the catch. And that's enough for a first down, certainly. So, again, just like in the first drive, Oakcrest getting a little bit of rhythm on offense. The problem for the Falcons was it bogged down close to the red zone. Right now they're on the 40 of Ocean City.
New scoreboard here. Cary Stadium in Ocean City. Going to see a lot of graphics as the year goes on.
Certainly a nice look here and debuting at this, what's really become a marquee event, this Battle at the Beach here. And, of course, Ocean City playing in it year after year as the hosts. This event moving to Rowan University the rest of the weekend, but a beautiful day today. End around here for Jackson. Jackson, again, running into his own man, or else he may have had even more yardage down the sideline, but it'll be a gain of 9. And Jackson showing off that speed, moving right to left.
Last year, all the games were here in the Battle by the Beach, and I wouldn't be surprised next year if it goes back that way. It just so happened this year that it fell on Labor Day weekend, which makes it very difficult to hold an event here with everything else that goes on here at the shore for Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, some scheduling issues for sure. We saw EHT used as a site as well in the last couple of years, but obviously the goal would be to get all these games here. Can't ask for better weather today, though. We've had some hot ones at this event. Today, not the case, though. Just a beautiful day as this ball is floated out to the right and then cutting back upstream. And that'll be enough for a first down there. I believe that was Williams. We'll see as the pile comes off of him. It was. So Jaleel Williams, not sure that's the way that play was designed, but he saw an opening back up the middle, and he was able to execute for the first down.
It looked like when he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him. I thought he was going to go to the outside and chose to come back up inside and did pick up the first down.
So that's how the first quarter comes to an end. It's been entertaining so far in Ocean City. The Red Raiders lead Oakcrest 6-0. We're back after this.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
All set for the second quarter here in Ocean City. Falcons with the football just inside the Ocean City 30. It'll be first down and 10. And the give in the backfield there, as we lost it for a second, but on the carry there was Mitchell. And he's thrown backwards for a loss. Ocean City all over that. Be a loss of 3 on the play, setting up second down and 13.
Yeah, Aaron Desch right in the middle of that defensive line makes a perfect tackle for a loss on the play, and that's a big first down play when you can, hold the other team to -2.
I believe that was Mitchell's first touch of the game, and a rude welcoming there from the Ocean City defensive line. So now second and long here, maybe changes things a bit for the Falcons. The freshman Forrest in the shotgun. He's shown good poise so far. Linthicum on the inside screen play. Positive yardage there. And again, a play there, Bud, where you're just trying to set up a manageable third down, which the Falcons were able to do as they're now back close to the 25-yard line.
I tell you, got to be really, really impressed so far with this freshman quarterback. Zane Forrest has really put a nice little touch on the ball. There he had a center screen, had 4 good blockers right there, and was able to hit the receiver, Linthicum, in the middle of them, which is what the play is designed at. So he doesn't show any, I would say, first game jitters so far, especially for a freshman.
He's looked sharp, no doubt. 3rd and 6 now. They place the ball right on the 25-yard line. Forrest in the gun. Linthicum to his right. Fakes the handoff. Ocean City has some pressure. Ocean City comes up with the sack. There were 3 players there. Give the sack to the senior Aiden Majors, though, as Ocean City snuffed that one out. And all of a sudden, it's 4th and long for OAKCREST.
Well, he got the sack, but Michael Marzak made the play there. He was first man in, forced Forrest inside, and Aiden Majors was able to take advantage of that play by Marzak. Good play by both of them, don't get me wrong, but Marzak made the initial play that contributed to that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Marzak, a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. And then maybe an opportunity for the freshman Forrest to scramble there, and Marzak put a stop to that before his teammate came in and cleaned up. So a punt here for the Falcons in plus territory, but 4th and long. Backwards bounce, and now it bounces the other way. And it'll be down right around the 15-yard line, closer to the 16.5. And it'll be Ocean City possession once again. So Red Raiders trying to build a little momentum here. They get the touchdown, now they get the stop. And now they'll try to add to that total here. Offense, Bud, looked really good on that last drive, kind of night and day. Maybe some jitters, first game jitters on the first drive. Credit OAKCREST too, but like I said, night and day. Everything was clicking on the last drive.
Yeah, and again, I think you'll see now we have a little different angle to view it now as they go trips. Gosh, 4 receivers out to the right side. So look at, and 3 to the left. How about that?
I can't say I've ever seen Ocean City line up in this formation. There's just 3 down linemen here. All kinds of bodies out wide. Got to go quick. It's Hendricks, and Hendricks has some room. Hendricks across the 30. Tackled from behind by Linthicum. And I'm not sure OAKCREST was ready for that. I know we weren't ready for that, but Ocean City was. And a big catch and run from the senior Ryan Hendricks.
Well, I'd heard about it, but here they're going to do it again. They're going to have a couple different plays off of it.
So Becker obviously all by himself in the backfield. Here comes some pressure. Becker trying to find the seam there, and he breaks loose. Becker close to midfield. And that's the thing, Bud. I mean, it's a numbers game, right? So if you don't get to him, there's going to be some numbers in your favor on the outside or some angles or some lanes there. That time it was a running lane for Becker. The time before it was a numbers game on the outside for Hendricks. And Ocean City may be finding something here with this unique formation.
Yeah, you can't do it too much. That's the thing. They probably have 3 or 4 plays off that formation and maybe save it again for the second half. It's not something they showed in the scrimmages, which was intentional, I'm sure, but it was in the repertoire.
All right, so back to a standard formation here. 2 receivers out to the right. Man in motion left to right. The give goes to Schmidt. And Schmidt able to pick up a gain of about 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. And Ocean City, just like that, is across midfield.
And the hurry-up offense, trying to catch OAKCREST back on their heels.
Red Raiders going tempo here. They go back to Schmidt. OAKCREST a little quicker to the football this time. It is a gain, but just for 1. So it'll be,
Xavier Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez, we've called his name a few times so far on both sides of the ball. And 3rd and short coming up here for Ocean City from the OAKCREST 45-yard line.
Last year they brought the plays in from the sideline. The quarterback would come to the sideline. This year, a little different.
Here's Becker in the gun. He'll keep it this time. Cuts it upfield, tumbles forward. I'll tell you what, bud, that's a heady play from a freshman. And there's seniors around South Jersey that have a hard time making a play like that. Things broke down on the near side for him, so he was able to kind of fake it, tuck it, and run.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, it looked like he had a good chance to be sacked. And the fact that he was able to escape that and then, get that first down out to the left side shows, again, a lot of composure.
Yeah, Zane Forrest, the son, of course, of head coach Mike Forrest. And he picked up 8 on that play when, as you talked about, it could have been a loss or potentially even worse if that ball comes loose. It'll set up 3rd and 2. So another opportunity for Ocean City here on defense. Falcons trying to keep this drive going. They need a couple yards to do so. Forrest hands it off this time, and Ocean City is there as Xavier Rodriguez couldn't get close to first down yardage, and that Ocean City defensive line, bud, is flashing early in this game.
Boy, right now you're absolutely right, Mike. That's they really, coaching staff really has to be happy with what the defensive line has done. They're not giving up hardly anything at all in the middle of that line.
Cole Desicino back deep to return this punt. Falcons, of course, in punt formation here. Flag in the air. Desicino fields it just outside the 30. He's got room to the left here. Across the 45, Desicino into Falcons territory. Finally brought down past the 40. We do have to check on the flag, though.
Yeah, and if it's against Ocean City, it's going to be a first down.
So a big call upcoming here. I was just about to say, I didn't want to jinx it. It's been a relatively clean game as soon as you say something like that, but maybe even thinking it jinxed it. But I think we'd only had 1, maybe 2 penalties before this one.
And actually on the return, I'm sure if the OAKCREST fans had been on this side of the field, they would have thought that a block in the back occurred right here that allowed the Ocean City ball carrier, Desicino, to pick up another 15 yards.
So it's a legal procedure against the Falcons. So obviously that'll be declined.
So
let's take another look here. Yeah. Talk us through it, bud. Go ahead.
Well, there's the hit in the back right there that maybe could have been called, maybe not. But if you're wearing blue and white, that's a call you want.
Right. No doubt about it. So things work out there for the Red Raiders, and they'll begin this drive in plus territory on the Falcons' 39-yard line with plenty of time remaining here in this first half. Becker all alone in the backfield this time. He'll look for a seam and finds it. Becker, he's hit, but not before he tumbles close to first down yardage once more.
Boy, that time he just kind of hesitated a little bit, picked the spot himself, and said, okay, this is where I'm going.
Yeah, maybe the hesitation by design, too. It just kind of makes the Falcons think about if he's going to pass the football. But then he knew exactly the lane he wanted. 2nd and short, they go tempo. Becker again, this time trying to go through people, and he's able to do so. For a sophomore, 6'1", 205 pounds, he's a big kid. And he's able to lower that shoulder and pick up the first down.
Yeah, that time he ran head-on into Evan Kissling. And Kissling, he stopped him for not as much as he's had in the past, but good defensive play.
So Becker, a bit of a bruiser, too, from that quarterback position. And that's really how they utilized him a year ago. He did throw some passes, but really it was to run the football from that QB spot. First down here, Ocean City. Just about 2 minutes to go here in the half. 2 men in motion. Becker's in the backfield by himself now. Looking to pass this time. Floats one out, and that time intended for Clay Compton, who we had talked about a little bit early in the first quarter, and just kind of ran out of real estate as that pass was too far out in front for Clay.
Yeah, it does stop the clock. I mean, on only second down here with just over 2 minutes left here in the second quarter, in the half, actually. I think they go back to the run here.
Yeah, Ocean City in a good spot. You know, they got the timeouts. They got, obviously, field position on their side. Certainly don't want to give the ball back to the Falcons, and no real sense of panic yet with all the time left on the clock. Becker, and that one is dangerous pass out there, sorry, as OAKCREST was all over that. Things a little tight in the restructured press box up here as you're hearing some commotion in the background here. It's nice up here, the Tom Williams press box. And big hello to Tom Williams, by the way. I'm happy to pinch hit for him today, but Tom with some successful minor surgery, feeling pretty good, hoping to have him back in the booth later this season. And thanks to Tom for all his notes on this Ocean City OAKCREST game. Just keeping the seat warm for now as Ocean City faces 3rd and long all of a sudden. Quick pass near side, Hendricks. And the Red Raiders able to get something positive there, Bud, which was obviously the goal to try to set up a 4th and manageable. Be 4th and about 6 upcoming.
Yeah, only gets about 3 or 4 there. And I do think you're going to see that run play again where he has the option to give it to Schmidt, although I think Schmidt will carry this.
Schmidt is in the backfield here.
Of course, OAKCREST defense might think the same thing.
Ocean City 2 receivers out to the right. Hendricks to the left. Becker hit as he throws, and that certainly affected that throw as he took a pop that time from big number 58 for OAKCREST here. And that's Lakia Katapo. And the Falcons get the stop. We'll take another look here. Becker couldn't step into this throw because he stepped into a Falcon.
Yeah, I think Ocean City looked like a pulling guard maybe from the left side and then left the hole open, and they just couldn't get out. The play couldn't develop fast enough on the right side for Becker to be able to get rid of the ball. So give OAKCREST credit as well. I mean, they gave him a lot of pressure. The Raiders have certainly had success running the football. They just haven't had quite the success throwing it.
So our clock is correct now. It's been correct for the last couple minutes here. 1:26 to go in the half. And if you're OAKCREST, you wonder what the plan is here, Bud. I mean, you get the ball to start the second half. Do you want to try to press the issue here? We're going to find out. OAKCREST down to 1 timeout, I believe, though, because they did have to burn a couple in this first half so far.
Well, I mean, I see them not being real conservative or taking a knee or anything right here.
Yeah, they're spread. They got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Man in the backfield flanking Forrest. And Forrest will go up top. Launches one down the near sideline. Got a man, but overthrown. Nearly picked off as well as Michael Marsick had a beat on it. And just everyone ran out of room there as the ball ultimately floated out of bounds.
Yeah, Marsick did have an opportunity there, but he was going to be out of bounds when he caught the ball, if he had caught the ball anyway, but good coverage. And like I said, I guess they're not going to be conservative.
Yeah, sometimes, if you can get that first big play, that opens things up. We'll see where OAKCREST goes from here. But as we've talked about, very talented freshman quarterback, and certainly his head coach and father not afraid to let it rip back there. Forrest again. This is more of a screen play, a little more conservative, but some positive yardage here as he dumps it off to Uthman Mitchell, another freshman. So freshman to freshman there. Not enough for a first down. It'll set up 3rd and 4 for OAKCREST as we tick toward a minute to go in the half.
I would wonder if Ocean City would take a timeout here. Well, if they don't get it here, obviously the Raiders would take a timeout, but wondered if they would take one then.
Falcons want to snap it. They do. First read not there. Throws across his body. He's got a man. It's Harvey. Harvey finally wrangled out of bounds there by Aiden Majors. But he's close to midfield, and again, that changes things certainly for Oakcrest as they're on the move with 40 seconds to go.
And there's a case where that's not the play. He's looking to the left to throw the ball, and he just sees it. He sees his receiver coming back across the field, Jordan Harvey, and says, you know what? He's open, and he throws the ball across his body and completes it. That's a great play.
And that's a senior making a play for his freshman quarterback, right? Harvey, things had broken down. He kind of loses his man, is able to escape his man.
Yep.
Stick a hand up saying, hey, I'm open, and he gets the football. So the ball, the nose of the football, right at midfield. First down, 40 seconds to go. Forrest, quick pass near side. And the clock will run here as number 3, Jaden Rice, was unable to get out of bounds. Oakcrest will take its final timeout, Bud. So now things a little more desperate for the Falcons. 32 seconds to go, but they need about 47 yards, and they won't have any timeouts.
Well, that play was designed for him to catch the ball on the sideline and get out of bounds. Surprised that he wasn't able to. I mean, we're blocked down there by all the players. We have the same view that you see on your screen right there. So all the Ocean City players kind of blocked where he actually caught that ball, how much room he had before he had to step out of bounds.
So second and long here, but that's not so much the issue. It's the time that's the issue right now for the Falcons. 29 ticks left on that new scoreboard here in Ocean City, and of course on our screen as well. Again, if you're joining us late, the Falcons will get the football to begin the second half, but they're trying to press the issue right now, and they have to be efficient in doing so.
Raiders have that 6-0 lead based on a Jackson Becker 14-yard touchdown run in the first quarter.
Schmidt with a couple big runs, Becker with a few big runs. We've seen Ryan Hendricks featured as well. But it's the Ocean City defense that's been in the spotlight so far. Can the Red Raiders step up once again late in the half? Forrest looking left this time, over the middle, got a man through it behind him.
Well, they got real good pressure, and they only rushed 4. I mean, I say they rushed 4. I mean, the defensive line was all they had rushed. They didn't have any blitzing linebackers or any blitzing cornerbacks, and they got tremendous pass pressure based on that front 4 right there.
Still a chance to find Harvey there, as Harvey had found a soft pocket in that defense. Ocean City had a couple players in the area. If that ball is on the money, it's a catch. But again, under some duress there, as you talked about, and the freshman did his best under the circumstances. So now third and long. Forrest in the gun. Looking right this time. And that ball, good defense that time, as Aiden Majors was right there. Intended for Mason Webster, but Majors was step for step with him. Forced that incompletion.
Yeah, he's had a good game. Good first half here as Majors from that linebacker position. And he had position there. He, little shoulder position. Almost.
Yeah, he drove on that ball well there as you take a look at the replay. So a frustrating outcome there for the Falcons. And it looks like Oakcrest will once again set out its punting unit. We talked at the beginning of the series whether they would go more conservative or go for it. They went for it, but now facing fourth and long, you don't want to give the football back to Ocean City here when you're going to get it to start the second half. And look out, though. Trouble on the snap, and that's a nightmare for the Falcons because now the Red Raiders will have the football with 15 seconds and some timeouts to work with here. So maybe an opportunity late in the half for Ocean City. Let's take another look, see what happened here.
Yeah, this
snap was a little low, but really unable to scoop it, and from there you just fall on the football.
Right. I think at that point they're trying to be cautious, and it comes back to hurt them. I mean, there's not a lot of time left, 15 seconds. You get a couple plays off with timeouts, incomplete passes.
Yeah, Becker's got an arm, so you figure maybe if Ocean City can pick up 10 or 12 yards, you take a timeout and maybe get a shot or two at the end zone from there. We'll see how Ocean City wants to play it.
Well, you can bet that Oakcrest will be in a prevent defense. They're 2 safeties back deep.
Trying to keep everything in front of them. Becker in the shotgun. Schmidt alongside him. Becker will go up top here. He's got a man. And that's exactly the kind of play that Ocean City needed, as that's TJ Santarpio, the big senior tight end. And a little shaken up at the end of that play. I think it's probably a cramp here as he's still on his feet. But we just talked about it, Bud. You still have 9 seconds to work with. You get a fresh set of downs, and now you got a spot where you can maybe try the end zone once or twice.
Yep. Yeah, that's a well-thrown play, well-designed play, and a well-thrown ball. Santarpio either, I don't know if it's a cramp or he turned his ankle or something there. But
all right, so 9 seconds to go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Becker under pressure, and Ocean City will have to call a timeout here. They do with 3 seconds remaining. So well done there for our OAKCREST. And now really you're down to 1 play and a shot at the end zone if you're Ocean City.
Yeah, all the wide receivers double covered there and not a lot of time to throw the ball. You know, this is you're a little far to run the ball, but you know, if you had more than 15 seconds, even if you have 45 seconds or something, you think you're going to run the ball at least one time, and while the other OAKCREST is expecting you to throw the ball, you know, maybe you gain 15, 17 yards running it, but there's no doubt they're going to throw it here. They don't have somebody who's going to kick a field goal from this distance.
Yeah, the ball was spotted at the 26-yard line. So Ocean City needs 26 yards in 3 seconds. You figure a shot to the end zone here as we take a look at the senior Santarpio being looked at on the sideline. It looks like he's okay. So he's resting comfortably here.
Definitely not a cramp, because if it was, they'd be giving him water and he'd be rubbing it down. They're not fun.
No,
they
not
hurt
at all.
Sometimes worse than being hurt.
All right, so you'd figure without a penalty, the final play of the second quarter, Ocean City maybe taking a shot at the end zone here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Becker. Will he have time? Floats one up. Hendricks, one-on-one coverage, and knocked away. Good defense on the backside there by number 8, Jaden Harvey. And that's how the first half comes to an end. So not a lot of scoring, but it's been an entertaining first half here by the beach. Ocean City leads 6-0. Bud, your final thoughts here before we head into the break.
Well, my first thought was what a great defensive play Jaden Harvey made right there on a one-on-one coverage. I mean, just stayed with the intended receiver right with him, knocked the ball away when it got there, and that's exactly the way you teach it. So first half, defensive battle, not unexpected. First game of the season, and fortunately for Ocean City fans, the Raiders are on top at the break, 6-0.
All right, so we'll step aside. Stay with us. Second half still to come here at the Battle at the Beach. Ocean City leads OAKCREST 6-0 at the break.
The Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone in America's greatest family resort.
If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy's since 1921.
start the second half, as you say, the kick from the West going.
Welcome back to Ocean City. Second half about to begin between the Ocean City Red Raiders and the OAKCREST Falcons here. Game 2, day 1 of the battle at the beach. Mike Franco alongside Bud Rink. But a defensive battle in that first half. I mean, we saw a number of exciting offensive plays, but really just the one touchdown, that Jackson Becker 14-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. But OAKCREST will receive to begin the second half, and the Falcons an opportunity to get right back in this game here with a positive first drive.
Yeah, I think that looking back on it, if stats-wise, Ocean City probably had many, many more yards gained on offense than did OAKCREST. But the telltale sign is it's only 6-0. So, you know, the turnover, each team had an opportunity here and there, but nobody able to cash in. So you're right. This will be a big first series for both teams.
So Schmidt about to kick it away. Short kick, fielded on the run, or nearly fielded on the run. That ball still loose along the near sideline, far sideline, check that. And Falcons will keep it. Got a little dicey there. And all's well that ends well for OAKCREST. And this drive will begin. It's like they're spotting it right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, the freshman quarterback, if you're joining us late, Zane Forrest, of course, son of head coach Mike Forrest. And, you know, first game of the season, freshman, you weren't sure exactly what kind of packages they were going to run for him, but they're letting him get back there and throw it around a little bit, and he's made a lot of good plays back there. Ocean City front has made it difficult at times, but he's also making a lot of nice reads.
Yeah, I think the front has made it more difficult for them to run the football. They have given him some pressure, but, you know, he's not only done a good job, he's just read well.
Handoff here to the big senior Donovan Linthicum, trying to string it out to the outside. Ocean City able to get out there on the edge. In on the tackle, Lucas Desicino, amongst others. And I'll bring up second and long.
Desicino and also Joe Pancoast gets in on the action there. Good lateral movement side to side.
Yeah, Linthicum more of a downhill runner, trying to stretch that one out. And he's better when he's able to lower his shoulder pads and run through people. And that time, Ocean City with the speed to get him on the outside.
Well, they hadn't had much success running up in the middle of that Ocean City defensive line, so I guess at halftime they decided, well, let's try to go wide and see what happens.
4 receivers, 2 to each side. Forrest goes short, and catch is made for a gain of about 2, but that's Desicino again coming up to make the stop after that quick gain.
I tell you, perfect timing there. If he arrives a tenth of a second sooner, it's probably going to be pass interference. But the ball's caught anyway, but really a good job as far as the timing is concerned, and you know, it makes the tackle. Brings up a third and you know, pretty long at 7. So I started off before he threw his first pass, you know, thinking they weren't going to throw the ball much in the first game, but that certainly didn't prove to be the case.
Yeah, he's been back there throwing it around and finding receivers a number of times. A lot of times short gains. They need 7 or 8 here, as you said. And that ball is off the mark. Dangerous there, as Ocean City had a couple players in the area. But the Red Raiders get the stop to begin the second half, and it forces a Falcons punt.
Yeah, Lucas Desicino again. And player in there. I think it was Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, it looked like number 20 Di Lorenzo in there as well. So the Falcons had a little bit of trouble with the punt unit late in that second quarter. See if they can get this one off cleanly. Catch to the side, but that punt is away. And it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it here. Went off the side of the foot. Referee's still on the move. He crosses midfield, and Ocean City will begin this drive on the OAKCREST 49-yard line. So a break there for the Red Raiders. They get the stop, and then really a subpar punt there leads to some nice field position.
Yeah, and actually from up here, it didn't look like the punt was that bad. I mean, it didn't look like it had gone to the sideline or on the, you know, outside the sideline that soon, because the ball ended up about 20 yards further down the field. The Raiders are going to get good field position here to start.
It's always one of those things of football that I've always wondered, how do you really know where that ball crossed that line? But Best guess is they're actually going to mark it shy of midfield, or at least that's where the center has it. But right there. So Becker dropping back. Looks like he wanted to pass. Trying to fight forward here, and they're going to blow it dead. So we'll call that a team sack for OAKCREST.
Really good coverage. Only 2 receivers out in the pattern, both well covered. Didn't really have anybody to throw the ball to. A little surprised that they started the second half with that play. But, try to catch OAKCREST looking for the run.
Yeah, officially a gain of 0, so maybe not a sack, but same difference. OAKCREST front up to the challenge here, 2nd and long. Schmidt with the handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside, avoids a tackle, lowers his shoulder, and picks up 3. Stop on the play by number 5 for OAKCREST. That's Jaden Graves. Big hit there, and Schmidt able to fall forward to pick up the short gain.
To me, Schmidt has the speed of a good halfback and the toughness of a decent fullback, which is a great combination to have. As you see, lowered his shoulder there, and not afraid to take on the defensive player.
So 3rd and long here for Ocean City. Not much progress made so far through 2 plays. Becker in the gun, Schmidt to his left. Now Schmidt moves to the right.
That'll cost OAKCREST 5.
And that'll be a much more manageable 3rd down situation here for Ocean City.
You just get a little bit antsy when they see that movement on the offensive line. That may change the play call here as well.
Yeah, down in distance, still 3rd down obviously, but now you're looking at about 4 yards here, maybe 3. So 3rd and short opens up the playbook a bit. Schmidt finds room to run. Schmidt down across the 30. Actually, they'll mark him just shy of the 30. But another big run from Tristan Schmidt, who has broken off a number of big ones today, Bud.
I'll tell you, again, the way he gets to the line of scrimmage and sidesteps and finds that open hole right there at the line of scrimmage is really something to see.
Here's that unique formation we saw a bit in the first half. Got to go quick. And that's the risk you run there, right? Because the defense, OAKCREST, they've got the same numbers up front. That ball's got to come out. Didn't come out quite quickly enough there as Becker took a hit trying to throw that to the near side.
Yeah, they only had the center and either guard. Everybody else split wide one way or the other. Worked a couple plays in the first half.
Yeah, the first time that the Falcons have sniffed it out, really.
I'm sure they talked about it in the locker room at halftime.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Man in motion, left to right. Schmidt, and this time he's going to be thrown for a short loss.
Yeah, that time, number 44.
Donovan Linthicum. Yep. We've called his name on offense, but he's most likely going to play linebacker at the next level, and you see his ability there. All right, so that's a loss of 3 on the play.
There haven't been too many runs where OC's had a loss on a play.
You're right. I think that might be the first one. A couple no gains, but in terms of losses. 3rd and long, though. Becker looking up top. First read not there. On the move. Flag comes in behind the play. Potentially a hold here.
The ball's caught. Not going to be for first down yardage anyway.
Yeah, so the referee, the officials want to see what OAKCREST wants to do here. So they'll probably take the penalty. I would think we'll see, because as you said, Bud, that ball was caught. Not enough for the first down. So holding is the call against Ocean City, and they will take the penalty. I think you take the penalty there because Ocean City is obviously likely to go for it on 4th and short after the completion, so you want to back them up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's arguments made both ways, but right now you're looking at...
It still would have been 4th and about 8.
Yeah, now you're looking at 3rd and 20-something.
But you got 2 downs.
Yep. 3rd and 4th Street here. Becker trying to look for his H-back there, his tight end, TJ Santarpio, and those two not on the same page. So a likely punt situation for head coach Sean Matthews and Ocean City.
Yeah, that was it turned out, the right decision to be made. But that's difficult. I'd rather almost take the football at that point, rather than take the penalty. But it works out depending upon what the punt looks like here.
So it's Hendricks back in punt formation. Senior wideout defensive back, also contributing on special teams here. Good snap. Hendricks. Spinning ball, angling, starting to settle near the 20. And a decent kick there, certainly at the high school level, as OAKCREST will begin its drive right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that last bounce kicked out of bounds about 3 more yards in Ocean City's favor. So they get a first down based on the kick.
Start of the second half brought to you by Fortress Financial, 8th and Asbury in Ocean City. You deserve someone who can help you reach your financial goals. Contact Fortress Financial at 609-399-7600. That's Fortress Financial.
So far, not a real, I won't say not an interesting game, but, not a lot of scoring means that, sometimes people would say that's boring. It's like a no-hitter in baseball. You want some runs scored. 6-0 Ocean City lead.
Yeah, we've seen some big plays, but only one touchdown. And this is a big reason why. It's that Ocean City front, Bud, and that's Jake Chapman, amongst others, leading the charge. And just physically right now, just stronger than the OAKCREST offensive line.
Andrew DeFeo, big number 75 there at nose guard position. He just stood right in that hole, and that was it. No gain, loss actually on the play.
Yeah, loss of about 3.
Yeah, he's been in the center of a lot of those into the line, as he should be. Tackles for no gain or loss.
So that'll back up the Falcons. Second down and long here. Forrest in the gun. Flushed out of the pocket, dumps it off to Linthicum, and Linthicum could not come up with that one. Classic situation of maybe looking upfield before he really secured that football, and it leads to a drop.
Dominic Schultz coming up to make the stop, and maybe he took his eye off the ball just a little bit at the last minute to anticipate the hit. And a good defensive series for the Raiders so far.
One more play here to try and force the punt. 3rd and long.
They go from a 2 deep zone to a probably 3 or 4 deep zone here.
Yeah, it's Chase Desicino, number 26, manning the middle. And Cole to his right. Forrest, a little trouble with the snap. Again, same type of play, just dumps it off short, and Ocean City's all over this one. Mitchell with the catch, but the Red Raiders are there, and that'll lead to another punt situation for the Falcons.
Yeah, I think Dominic Schultz, the first man in, but one thing the Raiders have done really well today, Mike, is they've really gone to the football. It's not like we're not spectators on defense after one or 2 of our guys is there to make a stop. They're all going to the football. You see a lot of red jerseys. I think they're going to try to block this.
Yeah, John Stam, number 22, hustling at the last second. And now last second change for OAKCREST too. Punt game's been a little bit of an adventure for the Falcons today. This one is away. Won't quite make it to midfield though. In fact, it'll be shy of the 45, and Ocean City content to let that bounce out of bounds.
Yeah, 3 punts, none returned so far.
Starting to feel that ocean breeze up here in the press box. Beautiful day here in Ocean City. We talked about it a little bit in the first half. You always run the risk of starting the high school football season this early. You get those hot days by the beach, but this has been near perfect weather here.
Yeah, unseasonably warm for the end of August. A lot of times we get people stopping on the boardwalk to watch. It's just a beautiful setting. I mean, sometimes I think that the students here at the high school don't appreciate what they have.
Yeah.
Because they're spoiled by it, but
live around here, you can take it for granted, but such a destination game. I know Northern Highlands, which won the opener against Holy Spirit, they came in yesterday, spent the night, You know, kids enjoyed themselves on the boardwalk, and then you come away with a win. Here's Ocean City with great starting field position. Call being changed now as Becker will look to the sideline. Jackson, the sophomore. Strong run game so far. He's linked up on a couple passes as well. This time he'll keep it on the ground. Follows that offensive line, twisting and turning inside there. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play, and another tough run, inside run for Jackson Becker.
Yeah, I mean, that's been their bread and butter play between Schmidt taking the handoff and gaining, and he's got to be over 100 yards, I would think, already, or Becker himself running the football, and he's probably close to that number as well.
Ocean City doing most of its damage on the ground so far. A couple catches, 1 or 2 from Hendricks. We saw Santarpio with a big catch too, but you're right. A lot of damage on the ground. It continues here. Tristan Schmidt is loose near side. Schmidt trying to cut it back. Look out. And he's tackled from behind, but not before he rumbles down to the 20-yard line. First down, Ocean City. There is a player for Oakcrest shaken up behind the play. It's Jaleel Williams. As they tend to him, we'll take a look at the replay here. Schmidt, again, shifty, bud.
Yep. And the player down for Oakcrest, his is going to be a cramp out there. But I'll tell you, the way Tristan Schmidt runs the ball, and again, first game of the season for him, but I think he's got to attract some college scouts. I really do. He's just he sees the hole. He gets to it quickly, and he's just a good combination of speed and power.
No doubt about it. At Boulevard Super Liquors on Roosevelt Boulevard in Marmora, the Bile family has served area residents for 4 generations. Boulevard is just 676 steps from Ocean City and right off exit 25 of the Garden State Parkway. Through the years, they have employed hundreds of former Ocean City High School athletes. They form a courteous staff that's ready to help you find what you need quickly and get you on your way. Boulevard is open every day until 10 p.m. Whatever your needs, the staff at Boulevard Super Liquors can make it happen. Call them at 609-390-1300 or check out their brand new website at superliquorsnj.com. Boulevard Super Liquors in Marmora, family owned since 1938. And Williams to his feet, and it does certainly look like a cramp, and good sign there. He's able to walk off under his own power. So the whistle blows. And the play clock begins here. Ocean City, the first down after another big run from Tristan Schmidt. And this ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. So Red Raiders in the red zone.
How long you been waiting to say that?
Quite a while. I don't think they've quite been there. Here's Schmidt, though. He wants more than the red zone. He wants the end zone. Tristan Schmidt angling toward the pylon. Here comes a flag behind the play, though. He'll be short anyway.
Yeah, the one thing you risk when you're cutting back like that is a block in the back by one of your teammates who's not realizing where you're going, and I think that may be what you get here. Really good run though.
Yeah, a good hard-nosed tackle at the end there from Oakcrest as well. That was number 5, Jaden Graves, who had to put his body on the line to keep Schmidt out of the end zone because one more lowering of the shoulder would have been a touchdown, but again, the flag comes in, so it's all moot. So they'll back it up to the 24. Yep. One of those holding penalties where penalty occurred after positive yardage was gained. I don't know, I was told there'd be no math. That might be more your department as a former teacher here, but
yeah, I wasn't a math teacher, but I know what 5 yards means.
Close enough. All right, so we'll redo first down here. Double stick situation for Ocean City. Red Raiders with the lead. 3:40 to go here in the third. Becker on the keeper this time. Check that, he gave it to Schmidt, excuse me. Or was it somebody else?
I think Becker kept it because Schmidt was out front of him blocking for him.
All right.
I think you were right the first time.
Either way, minimal gain there. And it'll set up second and long.
They got to come away with some points here because, the longer this game is 6-0, you allow the other team to hang around. This is if you're an Ocean City fan that, the other team's one play and it's, 6-6, 7-6.
Yeah, especially with the botched extra point attempt. You leave the door open. All right, here's Becker. We'll keep an eye on the ball this time a little better. This time it's definitely Schmidt. But again, not much running room on the inside. So back to really close to the original line of scrimmage, but not much more.
Yeah, and if you're on that blue and white side over there, you might be thinking the same thing. You know, we're hanging in there. We're just one play away, one big play away from tying this football game up.
So 3rd and 10, and you'd figure Ocean City has 2 plays to pick up those 10 and a half yards here. Again, it's Becker in the gun. He's operated there all day long. Schmidt to his right. Compton, and the wide man on the near side is Michael Regazzi. Man in motion left to right. Becker, he's looking right. Floats one up to the corner. Nobody there. Or was there? Clay Compton had it for a moment, but the ball was knocked loose. Kind of a weird play there, Bud, where I think that Becker wanted Regazzi, and he didn't drift toward the back of that end zone. All of a sudden, Compton, let's take another look here.
Well, I thought it was just the opposite, but here we go. He's throwing the ball deep into that corner.
Tough to tell. 2 receivers in the area, and Clay was nearly able to bring that one in, but good defense on the backside there by the Falcons.
Yep. Regazzi he kind of like, I won't say gave up. He didn't give up on the play, but the ball was intended for Compton, I'm pretty sure, the way he was racing to that corner of the end zone. They were hoping that Regazzi was going to draw some of the attention.
So 4th and 10. Actually, a really nice pass, just the coverage was better. So 4th and 10 here. Big opportunity for OAKCREST to get its defense off the field. And again, the pressure in Becker's face forces the incompletion, and we stay 6-0.
Yep, another big defensive stop there, this time by OAKCREST.
So the Falcons defense holds, and the Falcons offense will get ready to come back out onto the field. The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. At RJH, they are committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. Call Rich Hogue for a quote at 609-630-4569, or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com. The RJH Insurance Group. The Falcons have moved the ball at times today, but no points to show for it, and starting to get late. Forrest, pressure in his face. He's brought down for the sack. Looked like that was number 54 for Ocean City, Ethan O'Reilly. But again, a team effort up front as multiple red jerseys are in on that stop.
Yeah, and actually, I almost think that it looked like some of the offensive linemen there kind of thought the ball was either already away or what, because they just, I won't say they gave up on the play, but they weren't as intent to continue into the block.
Yeah, you wonder if that was a design screenplay where they're already ready to get on to the next phase of the play, and it just wasn't there. So Forrest had to eat it. He's sacked, loss of 8 on the play. So 2nd and 18. Falcons moving the wrong direction at the moment. Forrest, again, first read's not there, and again, Ocean City has him. So twice in a row, a sack from the Red Raiders. And Jake Chapman, amongst others, in on that sack up front. You're going to have to look at some of the reviews, the replays of this game to figure out who had some of these sacks and half sacks. But Ocean City defensively up front, they've been stout.
Yeah, I believe that was Chapman who got around from his defensive end position. And a good coverage, too. I mean, if you get a sack like that, it takes a little while. That means that your secondary is doing the job as well.
So that is the end of the third quarter. Our clock is off by a little bit there. And we go to the fourth with Ocean City still clinging to that 6-0 lead. We're back for the fourth after this.
Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone in America's greatest family resort.
I can see the numbers from here, but when
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of people around,
Johnson's
it's harder for me to see the numbers.
Yep.
Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn.
Get much.
Fourth quarter action set to begin. 3rd and long. Key play here. They set up a screen, the Falcons do, to the near side. It's Harvey. And there is a flag down on the play. Ocean City able to make the stop well short of the marker.
It was Majors on the coverage and the tackle.
Didn't initially see what this flag would have been for. Let's see. We'll wait for the call here.
I mean, we're 3rd and 22, so even if it's against Ocean City, it's still going to be a 3rd and long.
So it's a legal man downfield. And declined.
Declined.
So it'll be 4th and long, and OAKCREST will have to punt from its own end zone. And we've talked about it a bit. We had one punt that the Falcons just had to fall on late in the first half. We had another that kind of went sideways out of bounds. So punting game has been anything but routine for OAKCREST so far. Big spot here is Falcons got to try to get this away and flip the field. This is a pretty decent punt. Fielded, though, at the 35 and then dropped, but a smart play there by number 23, Cole Desicino, to come up and get back on top of that. So after all of that, Ocean City will have the football right around the 35-yard line of OAKCREST. And the question remains, Bud, can Ocean City add that touchdown to really secure this game? Still a lot of time to go, but Ocean City has not been able, you don't want to say to put this one away, but to create some separation.
No question. The thing I think is, if they get a second touchdown, I think they have put the game away. If they don't get a second touchdown, I mean, their defense has played so well that they're still in good shape. But, boy, a second touchdown would certainly do something. And, obviously, right now they want to not only score, they'd like to take a lot of this time off the clock.
A lot of great starting field position today. This has, I think, been Ocean City's best. They'll start at the Falcons' 35-yard line. Becker to Schmidt. Schmidt, little hesitation that time, served him well because he was able to wait for the hole to open up. We talked about Schmidt just kind of sticking the foot in the ground and going, but that time, you want to see the guy kind of give that pause, give that half second and wait, and that's what he was able to do. He picks up 6 on the play.
I'll tell you, I'm just, after this play, I'll tell you, I'm so impressed with how he sidesteps at the line of scrimmage to find the hole. Reminds me so much of Kevin Sinclair, who actually is on the Raider coaching staff right now.
Certainly high praise for any Ocean City running back to be compared to Sinclair. Schmidt again on the cutback. Looks like he has enough for the first down, and he does.
And I'm not saying right now that he's Kevin Sinclair. I'm just saying that, to me, looking back, Kevin Sinclair was he'd get to the line of scrimmage and he could go sideways a yard and then forward faster than anybody I've ever seen. And Tristan Schmidt is starting to do that as well.
Tell a lot of comfort, a lot of confidence, having been in that role for multiple seasons now. He's on the carry again. Secures the football. He's loose. Tristan Schmidt. Touchdown, Ocean City. And the Red Raiders are now finally starting to pull away in the 4th.
Yeah, and he deserves that. I mean, as well as he's run the football and as hard as he's run, they all deserve it. I mean, he's getting key blocking. Here you're going to see it on the replay. It's just a simple handoff. The play's designed to go to the right. He cuts it back to the left. And just, everybody else is over on the right-hand side. He finds that seam on the left side and carries that ball into the end zone. That's just an outstanding individual run.
So Schmidt certainly has to be over 100 yards. We're not keeping the official tally up here, but with that run, that would certainly put him over the century mark. And now he's got a touchdown to show for it. Now the question is, can he poke this extra point through? Let's see. This time, a good hold. Kick is up, but no good. Wide right. And we'll see if that factors in. Right now, it doesn't look like it will too much. 12-0 game, Ocean City on top of OAKCREST. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
If you're planning to build a home,
I bet he's close to
make your
130.
first visit to
Yeah.
Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
So here we go, ready for the kickoff here. Ocean City just adding to its lead. No scoring in the second or third quarters. Jackson Becker with the touchdown run in the first quarter. Tristan Schmidt adding the long touchdown run moments ago. 12-0 our score. And now all of a sudden OAKCREST with some serious work to do.
Well, there's a good
Kick is fielded right near the goal line by number 10, Rodriguez, and he is popped. What a hit by number 12 for Ocean City, Samir Kelly, the 5'9 junior. And that's a standout special teams play right there.
boy, and not only that, he had a blocker he had to knock over before he could knock over the ball carrier. He'll get a lot of kudos when they watch that film.
Check this replay out. Rodriguez did well to scramble back and catch this, but you're right. Boom. Just perfect tackle there and stops Rodriguez in his tracks.
I'll tell you, Mike, I'm just a little surprised after that touchdown the Raiders didn't go for two there. Typically when you don't make the first extra point, you go for two the second time. But, I had said before, if they score another touchdown, I think the game is out of reach. Certainly not over. I'm not,
Right.
But based on how well the defense has played and how little that OAKCREST has been able to gain on offense, they should not give up two scores here unless they get real complacent or, they get a big home run play here.
So now a big ask from the freshman. And again, Forrest has looked good today, no doubt about it. But now you're going to be clearly in a passing situation here, down two scores. Hit as he throws, and the ball sails a little high and wide. That's actually not, am I reading that jersey number correctly? Looks like that might be Devin Fortson into the game. Take a closer look here on this next play here as one QB wears number 2 and one wears number 7. It is. I believe that's number 7. That's Fortson into the game here. He's a junior quarterback. Listed him as a QB/defensive back. And head coach Mike Forrest mixing it up a little bit here, trying to maybe spark his team.
And at this point, again, the defensive line and linebackers have played so well that they haven't gained much up in the middle of the field. They do have to throw the ball. They need 2 touchdowns here. Still 10 minutes left, but
quick throw to the far side. That definitely is Fortson, wearing number 7. And you wonder, too, you don't want to speculate, Bud, but Forrest was sacked a couple times, hit hard a couple times on the last drive, so you're not sure what the situation is, but speculation aside, it is a different quarterback right now and a rocky start to this got-to-have-it drive right now for the Falcons.
yeah, and I think during the preseason, these were the 2 guys that were vying to be the quarterback, so, it's still early on, and they have to make a decision here. I thought that Forrest played pretty well. Certainly not, I wouldn't say his fault. Not getting a whole lot of protection up there up front. He's throwing the ball pretty well. But you understand that they don't have any points, and let's see what somebody else can do here.
All right, so 3rd and long here. The count starting, so the Falcons have to get this play off within the next 2 seconds, or else it's going to be a delay of game. They barely get it off. Fort's in the slant. He's got a man there. That's Jaden Graves, but it looks like he'll be just shy of first down yardage, about 1.5 yards short.
Yeah, Hendricks in on the tackle, along with Majors.
So big spot here for OAKCREST. You're so deep in your own territory, you're almost compelled to go for it, though, based on what's been going on in this game and only needing that 1 yard. Maybe Donovan Linthicum time, we'll see.
I was just going to say the same thing. I mean, if you're Ocean City, that's what you have to figure is going to happen here.
And now OAKCREST actually burns a timeout to talk about it, which could prove costly, too. So they take a timeout, and they'll discuss the upcoming opportunity on offense. Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. You can improve your cooking, baking, chess, and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson. Visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. More than 400 crafters, food vendors, and entertainers will line a mile of downtown Asbury Avenue between 5th Street and 14th Street. On October 11th, the Ocean City Fall Block Party will feature entertainers and bands at various spots along the avenue between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. The Ocean City Fall Block Party, October 11th, starting at 9 a.m. Remember, Ocean City is twice as nice in the fall. Got golf on the brain? I know I do. There's no better time to golf than now. No better membership option out there than the Ron Jaworski Golf Eagle Pass membership. Go to ronjaworskigolf.com. Learn how you can belong to 7 courses for the price of 1. Again, that's Ron Jaworski Golf. So here we go. 4th and 1. OAKCREST will go for it. It's not Linthicum in the backfield either. He's the up man, though. He was in the backfield. He was hiding in there.
And he didn't make it.
I don't think he did.
All kinds of Ocean City players at the bottom of that pile.
So an interesting formation there as he was kind of almost in front of the quarterback, or at least alongside him. He was not the deep man. Take a look at this formation, I should say, as there's Linthicum kind of hidden there to the right. They do give it to him. He spins, but I don't think he had it. We're going to have a measurement here. And if you're OAKCREST, I don't think it's too extreme to say this is probably the game at this point.
Schultz and Pancoast, Marzak also maybe, but the pressure that the defensive line put on to start with caused him to make a little spin move there, and then I really didn't think he made it.
I don't think this is close. No, it's not. Good half yard there. So Ocean City with a key turnover on downs. And now the Red Raiders in a great spot with that 2-score lead. Chance to milk the clock a little bit and try to ice this one with a 3rd score.
Yep. Majors also helping out on the tackle. Try to get everybody, but we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, Pancoast, a number of players in there. And look, we kind of predicted it before. You almost know that Linthicum's getting the ball there. I didn't see him as the deep man because he was kind of the up back, but he gets it, and Ocean City knows it's going to him if he's on the field, and they're able to come up with a stop. Becker stays in the shotgun. That's the formation Ocean City's comfortable with right now. He'll hand it off to Schmidt. Schmidt nearly broke loose again to the near side. Nice tackle there by number 58, Katapo. Called his name a couple of times today. But Ocean City's fine with that because the clock continues to run.
Yeah, and it will continue to run because they're just going to run the football here. There's not going to be anybody who knows anything about the game would expect them to put the ball in the air here with a 2-touchdown lead and 8 minutes to go.
Compton had a hand up for a second because no one was guarding him, but you're right. This ball likely stay on the ground. It's Schmidt, Tristan Schmidt, weaving his way forward.
You see how quickly he stopped and changed direction there? I guess people are tired of hearing me say it, but it's just a talent that's, I will say, it's not teachable. I don't think. I mean, I just think you have to have that instinct.
Yeah, just a lot of experience, right, through the youth levels. And now, I mean, you talk about him being one of the featured backs as a junior and getting time as a freshman and sophomore, and now he's just, the cliche is the game starts to slow down for you a little bit, right? And I think that's what you're looking at here. He stayed in bounds to the clock runs. It's 3rd and short. Becker on the keeper this time. He's got a first down and more. Becker brought down at the 5-yard line. And that'll move the sticks. It'll set up 1st and goal for the first time today for Ocean City.
Yeah, right now I think you're seeing both teams realizing what the score is, and you know that I won't say it's over. Again, anything can happen, but you know if you're on the blue and white side of the field, you're thinking, boy, you know we're down 2 scores. This is going to be a 3rd score. So
Schmidt up the middle, trying to keep those legs moving. And really not much there that time. Nice job with the inside by the Falcons. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, that time they showed some real, I don't know, spirit, if that's the right word. I mean, nobody's quitting. Nobody's giving up. But, you know, you could just kind of feel the air come out a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. Still a 2-score game. I mean, things not looking great for Oakcrest right now. But, you know, a strip, maybe a turnover down here changes that. Falcons still fighting, but getting late, under 7 minutes to go. Becker and Schmidt. You'd figure one of those two will have it. This time it's Becker on the keeper. Becker fighting for the goal line. Did he get there? He did. Jackson Becker punches it in for the 2nd time today, and that should certainly ice things on opening week for Ocean City.
Looks like about a 6-yard. I'm thinking a 6-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the game. Fakes the handoff, steps inside, and he carries 2 defenders driving feet. So, you know, and he's not 230 or 220, but he's certainly pretty strong.
Yeah, that's a weight room run right there as you turn your back and just kind of drive those legs and whoever's behind you toward the goal line. And again, we'll try this extra point again here. Schmidt's done everything else. He's just the one thing he hasn't done so far today. This kick goes off the upright. So a little frustrating for Tristan, but again, it'll be I think he'll be okay. I think Ocean City will be okay with when the dust settles for this one. But at special teams, something they might want to clean up. You know, you mentioned some injuries. Take a look at the play again. Becker just fighting for that goal line and is able to get there. And again, just a sophomore, but getting valuable experience last year as a freshman. He's got 2 touchdowns on opening week here for his team.
So that's definitely going to seal things here, you would think.
Yeah, an opportunity now to maybe get some other guys in, you know, if you're both teams. Still 6:30 to go, so you never know if Oakcrest can get a quick hitter, but just not sure what the situation is at quarterback right now, as we saw Forrest most of the day, and then Fortson in on that last drive. You don't know how much aerial attack is in the Falcons at this point.
And you can bet that defensively that the red and white will be playing off the ball among the cornerbacks and the safeties, just to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, Ocean City just trying to keep everything in front of it right now. First we'll have the kickoff, though. It's funny, Schmidt was shaking his head in frustration after that extra point attempt, and obviously you want to be good in all aspects of the game. He's been great in the run game today, but special teams has just not been there. And a little bit of a burst there as things open up, and nice return as the Falcons will begin this drive on their own 34-yard line.
Let's see what we got here. Still pretty much starters. I would think after this series you may see some other players, but
yeah, still a lot of time, you know.
Yep.
6:19 to go.
Yep. It's not like it's 30-0.
Right. 3-score game.
The press box got considerably more sparse.
Yeah, things getting prepped for the next couple of games here. We're going to have Bergen Catholic taking on East St. Louis, and then IMG taking on Winslow Township later tonight. And then we'll be back on the air with you from Rowan University the next couple of days as the battle at the beach shifts to Glassboro. Still Fortson, hit as he throws, and this one is intercepted. intercepted by Aiden Majors, who's still on his feet, and a pick 6 for Majors.
Well, a lot of pressure. That's a 34-yard interception return for Aiden Majors, who's had a really good game here today for Ocean City, along with a lot of other fellas. And he's rewarded with that pick 6.
Fortson, someone was hanging on him. We'll take another look at the replay, but he was under some duress.
Yeah, that's the guy I want to give credit to for making that play, besides the interception, of course. And I'm sure we'll see it, but
first a chance for
really, as you said, holding on.
Schmidt and the Raiders kicking unit, a chance to, again, to right the wrongs here, try to put one through. Good hold. Kick is up, and that one is through. So some sarcastic celebration from the crowd and certainly from Schmidt and the special teams unit to make it 25-0.
And all of a sudden, what was once 6-0 in this quarter becomes 25-0 with 6 minutes left in the football game.
Yeah, Fortson did his best to try to get that ball out, but he was under duress. Again, that front line, that front group from Ocean City, just making things difficult on whomever's been in there, quarterback for OAKCREST today. But also, you got to credit Majors, too, as he was able to break a tackle on that pick 6. Didn't have a long way to go, but certainly wasn't one of those layup pick 6s, and he was able to get all the way in.
And when you're a defensive back or player, he's a linebacker, whatever, and you catch that ball and you see that goal line in front of you, boy, your eyes get bigger, and you just, like you said, it wasn't an easy run. He had to, get by a player or two, but that'll be one that he'll be taking some kind of a game ball if they give him out and putting it on his mantelpiece someday, opening day.
So this game certainly decided at this point. There is still 6 minutes to go, though. So got to play it out. I think you will see probably some backups, some other players from both teams getting a look here. Low kick off the bounce, fielded by Dwayne Jackson. And a big hit up the middle again, as the coverage on a lot of these kickoffs has been tremendous for Ocean City. And again, that's Majors, one of the players in. But OAKCREST will begin this drive right near its own 30-yard line.
Well, again, now they have to decide whether they just want to run the football. With 5 minutes, just under 6 minutes left here, they're not going to score, 4 touchdowns. But
Ocean City will hit the road next week. I guess today is Thursday, so they're going to stay in their routine. They're going to play Thursday again next week on the road at Eastern. And OAKCREST will try to bounce back at home against the tough Holy Spirit team. Spartans will be hungry after falling to Northern Highlands earlier today, 27-12 at this event. Still some football to be played in this one, though. OAKCREST with the ball. Again, this is Devin Fortson, the junior quarterback. Now hustling over to talk to a receiver on the outside. Got to get this play away soon.
At least in this century.
They do barely get it away. Fortson again under pressure, and that's a sack fumble. 9 on the sack, 69 on the return. So Jake Chapman forces the fumble. Aaron Desch with the return for the touchdown.
I would say the final score of this game will not be indicative of how this game was played. With 3 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter, and actually 3 touchdowns probably in the last couple minutes.
Take a look there at Desch. I mean, you talk about, Bud, you mentioned how exciting it is for a linebacker or a defensive back to see that goal line. When one of the big boys gets their hand on the football, nothing but grass in front of them, or in this case, turf.
Yep.
I mean, that's even more exciting because those touches are rare. But Chapman forcing the action there with the sack fumble. And then Desch with the return. Aaron Desch, he's a junior. And don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm going to venture to say that's probably his first career touchdown at the varsity level. And another kick is up and good. So now all of a sudden everything going right for Ocean City as it's 32-0 Red Raiders. Here's one more look at the play here. And Ocean City, I don't want to say piling on. I mean, they're just playing at this point. But things that maybe weren't breaking their way earlier in the game, it's kind of an avalanche right now in favor of Ocean City.
And Chapman there actually made that play as he had Forrest wrapped up. It wasn't Forrest, I'm sorry, Fortson. Wrapped up and allowed Desch to pick that ball up and take it in. Now definitely time to get some other players in.
Yep, 32-0. And so we're right near that running clock threshold. I believe it's 33, though, if I'm not mistaken.
35?
35. All right, so we're right there, but we're not there. It's like a 9-run high school baseball game.
Yeah.
Got to keep it going.
Well, I would think they'd like to get their backup quarterback, get some snaps, and yet they haven't been on offense.
Yeah, it's been
the defensive touchdowns,
which really is apropos for this game because it's been the Ocean City defense. I mean, look, the ground game has been great, but if you're looking for one standout, it'd be hard to pick it, but it had to be from the defense from Ocean City. I don't know if you give it to the front four or whatever, but just a tremendous effort up front. Here is Jackson once again trying to string this one out to the left. Still on his feet. Another nice return from Dwayne Jackson.
Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
And so now we do see some of those reserves checking in for Ocean City. And it looks like we had a flag on the play as well. 15-yard penalty against Ocean City. So obviously not that costly in a situation like this, but teaching moment for the Red Raiders coaching staff.
Probably a hit out of bounds.
Yeah, it was hard to see how that play ended up with so many bodies on the far sideline, but very likely.
Just playing out the string now, but for the guys that are in the game, it's just as important to them.
So here we go, ball just shy of midfield. OAKCREST with the ball again. Last two possessions have been touchdowns for Ocean City when the Falcons have been on offense. And another flag comes in. Motion that time was Jackson, but the play is whistled dead.
I said that when it was 6-0, it's a game that not a lot of points, not a lot of energy. It seemed like in the stands, that kind of thing, and then suddenly, it's not 6-0 anymore, and it's 32-0.
Penalty against the Falcons, obviously. There, will back them up 5.
I would guess Tom's already looked it up, but in that stat book of his, how quickly they scored 2 defensive touchdowns, that might be a record.
Yeah, it's got to be up there.
Successive plays on first down.
Just speaks to how dominant that front from Ocean City has been. Swing pass to the near sideline, it's Jackson. And he picks up some yardage, some positive yardage there, as he is close to the 45-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 46. Check that, the 44, as they're now in Ocean City territory. Yeah, chance a lot of these guys, look, it's early in the season. You don't know how a lot of these games are going to go down the stretch. But you would figure a lot of these games with the new scheduling in the West Jersey Football League will be competitive. You don't know how many reps some of these guys are going to get. And these are the kids that, work hard in practice. They give the looks, right? Scout team type kids. So you reward them with some playing time in a game like this on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons trying to pass. That ball is a little too tall that time for the intended receiver on the outside.
Yeah, both Both the quarterbacks have been under some pressure for OAKCREST, no question about it, all game.
That flag was thrown on that play, too. I think that's going to be pass interference against Ocean City, as that ball is intended for Drinkard, and it is. So a little too physical on the outside there. And a game that was flowing well has kind of grinded to a halt here in a way.
Absolutely.
As is what happens sometimes.
Over the 29-yard line.
I think both these teams kind of eager to get on with their Thursday here, but still 3:52 to go on the clock. You know, and a consolation prize too. OAKCREST now obviously in plus territory. Chance to put some points on the board. Here's Fortson in the gun. Goes short. Got a man. Not much room to be had out there for Jaden Harvey, as again Ocean City, even some of the backups are rallying to the football here. Still some regulars out there as well. Looks like a mix just based on the jersey numbers I'm seeing, but short pass, Ocean City rallies to the football. That's kind of been the story today.
Yep. We're just kind of playing out the string now. There's not much else to say here. OAKCREST obviously would like to get a touchdown on the board. Raiders are all celebrated out until the game's over at this point.
Ocean City winning a playoff game a year ago on its home field, falling in the second round. And, you know, it's early, but a lot of key returning players, certainly at the skill positions for Ocean City. And the way, you know, the guys up front have performed today as well. I think if you're Sean Matthews, you have to be thrilled with how this debut has gone.
Not only that, if you're Sean Matthews, you won your first ever high school football game as a head coach. So that's a big plus for him. Not something he's probably going to dwell on, but, you know, looking back, that's a nice thing to think about.
Yeah. And as of this moment, or in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he'll have the best winning percentage in the history of coaches here at Ocean City.
Or at least tied.
Yeah. All right, so 3rd and long to come here for OAKCREST. As we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th. Going up top, nice catch, good elevation there as that catch is made. Shaken up on the play, I believe, is Harvey.
Yeah.
And check that, that's actually number 6, that's Deshaun Drinkard with a tremendous catch. And shaken up on the play as we talked about. He's down now, just off camera.
He was down earlier, and then I think he got up and walked toward the huddle and then went down again. I think he took a shot in the back.
Yeah, it's a little bit of discomfort there. Well, now he's being helped to his feet. So a good sign there. Drinkard was the one who drew that pass interference call a couple of moments ago. Deshaun is a sophomore. They list him at running back and linebacker, but obviously playing wide receiver on this series.
Mm-hmm.
So he's able to get off the field with a little bit of assistance. Good to see.
And a first down.
Yeah, and a first down. So again, that consolation prize of scoring in this game, not being shut out, that means something to the Falcons, and that's still on the table here. So, but time under 1:20 now. So if OAKCREST wants this score, they got to get moving. Again, looking to the air. Floats a pass over the middle and broken up at the last moment by Cole Gareffi. The 5'6" sophomore comes across to preserve the shutout for the moment. Nice play from Cole.
Yes, sir. Actually, a pretty well thrown ball.
It was. I thought at first glance it was going to be a touchdown, and then
I did too.
Gareffi kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
Good coverage.
Well, you know, the guys who are in the game now, they want to preserve the shutout just as much as OAKCREST guys want to get on the board. So,
yeah, so a lot of pride at stake here for both teams. This one was all but settled after that 6-yard touchdown run from Becker to make it 18-0. But a couple well-deserved touchdowns from the defense from Ocean City, which, as we've talked about, has just been outstanding today. So here we go. Fortson on 2nd and long. Draw play this time. Fortson finds some room. Close to first down yardage. Gang tackled right at the 8-yard line. Looks like he will have the first down. So it'll set up 1st and goal for the Falcons. Clock will run, though, once they spot this football. So under 45 seconds to go as of now.
They do want to get a couple plays off here.
Fortson in the gun. Can the Falcons pull some points out of this game? And again, good coverage on the backside there. Pass was intended to the outside, but then broken up by Chase Desicino. Ocean City keeps that shutout for another play.
One of 3 Desicinos on this team.
I was going to say, I thought I've been saying that name a lot today.
Sophomore. Well, that gives them another chance at 2 plays with an incomplete pass.
.14 seconds on the clock. OAKCREST trying to punch one in right at the end here. Pass over the middle, and again, you know, there's definitely some coverage on the play there. That time it was John Stam. Could it have been caught? Maybe. But Ocean City is making it difficult here for the Falcons to get points.
Well, you think they're only going to get one more play unless it's a quick incompletion. In the overall scheme of things, only matters to the 22 kids on the field right now.
Yep.
I think this will be I think Ocean City's only lost 1 game in the battle by the bay, the beach.
Yeah, you're correct. 3-1 all time coming in. OAKCREST, this will be their first loss. They were 1-0 coming in at this event. But again, chance there's some points here. It's Fortson in the gun. 9 seconds left on the clock. Fortson lofts one over the middle. And that time he absolutely had a man in the back of the end zone, but it was dropped. Just been that kind of half for the Falcons. And you mentioned it earlier, Bud, but people are going to look at this score maybe online or in the press for Atlantic City tomorrow, and if you weren't here, you don't know, you figure out a blowout. And at 32-0, you know, it's fair to say it is, but this game was pretty close most of the way here today. It was 6-0 going into the 4th quarter, and Ocean City has just piled on late.
Yeah, that second touchdown really set the tone as far as, you know, I think that kind of, I won't say broke OAKCREST back, but at that point they hadn't scored. They hadn't even come close to scoring. Now they're down 2 touchdowns, and then, you know, suddenly a couple of, you know, touchdowns on the defensive side on back-to-back plays, and that was it.
So final play of the game here, barring a defensive penalty, shutout on the line. Pass to the outside, it's incomplete, and Ocean City comes away with the win and the shutout to start the season here at the Battle at the Beach, as the Red Raiders take this one 32-0. Jackson Becker, a couple of touchdown runs. Schmidt over 100 yards on the ground and a touchdown run. And then we had the 2 defensive touchdowns from Majors as well as Desch, as Ocean City takes care of business to begin the new season in pretty impressive fashion, Bud.
Yeah, I know that they're going to be real happy about, you know, everything that maybe the couple extra points if they're going to look for something negative to tell the kids they're not happy about everything. But, hey, listen, you can't be unhappy when you defense plays as well as they did. Your running game was outstanding between Tristan Schmidt and Becker. And, you know, if you don't give up any points all season, you aren't losing many games.
Well said. Thanks to Bill Shallcross, who was producing today's game. And shout out to Tom Williams for his stats and information. Tom will be back in the booth with Bud sooner rather than later. Happy to keep his seat warm for now. For Bud Rink, I'm Mike Frankel saying so long from Ocean City. The Red Raiders win it 32-0 over OAKCREST at the Battle at the Beach.